Note of dissension, it's of course welcome and crucial to the debate that we're going to be having moving forward. And as always, I like to respect the terms of what we do here, and all detractions, of course, welcome. I'm going to approach to you as I'm here as a resident, as a person who cares a great deal about where I live, as a person who cares a great deal about public debate, and also as somebody who isn't an expert. So I will not pretend to have mastered all the empirical data. However, I will speak from the heart, and as somebody who lives a block that way on Cumberland and Giggs. The story goes, well, I'd like to start first of all by saying thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who thought it was possible for us to have a facility like this in Ottawa. Thank you for everybody who dedicated their time and effort. And thank you for everybody who will continue to carry the torch. I hope to be a part of that group as well, moving forward. And I say this as somebody who thinks that we can do better, and who thinks that the neighborhood is worth saving, and as somebody who thinks that we need to destigmatize, and we need to work on finding valuable solutions that save lives. And with this in mind, my story is very simple. I moved here about 2 years ago with my partner. As a Montrealer, she was more comfortable living in a Francophone neighborhood, and of course we were tremendously charmed by Lower Town, and we decided to make it our home. And we're not going anywhere, and we intend to stay, and we intend to do our best to make it even better. In my cursory analysis of the issue, as again, I attest in no way to be an expert. However, from the perspective of a resident, I was particularly swayed by these statistics. The first is from the Canadian Medical Association Journal, not exactly a disreputable organization, who via peer-reviewed studies have determined that safe injection clinics have reduced public injection, reduced litter, and reduced needle sharing. Okay, as a resident, I'm already somewhat intrigued. The New England Journal of Medicine, also that venerable institution, reports increased use of detoxification services and increased use of long-term treatment services. If that weren't enough, Insight in Vancouver reports that police have taken to referring people who use drugs to the institute itself, which is somewhat telling. If police themselves, who are tasked, mandated to crack down on things like this, are realizing the actual tangible benefits of sending people who use drugs to these facilities, then I'm fully on board. And we can perhaps quibble about the 76% of residents who are in support of this particular survey. However, the same survey, perhaps one done with different rigor or different set conducted in Vancouver, finds that 76% of people who live in Vancouver are in favor of Insight. So perhaps the debate is still worth having. Basically, as a resident, I'm going to wrap up to say this. I love where I live. I understand that there are some challenges in our neighborhood, but I'm not one to do nothing, and I don't think moving it elsewhere is the solution, because that's what we're asking for if we just simply crack down or turn our backs to it. So, thank you very much.